Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like to see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Career Mode, Episode number 8. After the initial 4 objectives that we had, all contained numerous World Tour teams and were very, very difficult. And we're actually in pretty good shape, all things considered. Completing 2 of 4, having a near success on the third. We now head into a string of easier objectives. This next one, the classic Sud Ardèche. 1.1 category, and we need a top 10. Not a pure sprint, but very much a sprint stage. And then the very next day, we're going to have another 1.5 star objective. This one, not quite flat. A little bit of climbing to do for the end, a little bit punchy. It'll be a smaller group finish, but we need a top 5 for that. So top 10, top 5 for the next 2 races. Hopefully, we can pull that off, as we could definitely use some sponsor confidence, even if it's a minimal impact. Squad evaluation looking pretty good. The noteworthy results really helping to carry us right now. But Logan Owen making some progress for us. Alright, so before we head into that next race, doing a little bit of planner and training maintenance. We've got a very busy calendar here. I mean, there's a lot of races, a lot of overlapping double races, so takes a lot longer to prepare. I do have that one additional rider where I have 15, so it's not always cut and dry. There's always one rider to leave out, try to rest up. You can see I'm trying to manage the days right now. Sepp Kuss, I've only got him racing twice this week to keep his days down. Gino Mater only racing 3 times to keep his days down. Ooms is kind of picking up the days a little bit. Cantor's picking up the days a little bit, but that's because it's all sprint stuff. So he is getting heavily involved as our top sprinter. Banaszek as that secondary, and Brian, they are also getting a lot of action in on these sprint stages. I'm also finding that Ermino, he might have leveled up already. I think Ermino was about a 68. I think he's already quickly leveled up, so he's a good time trial guy. But he's an okay sprinter and okay on the flat. So 68 sprint, 66 acceleration. So he's, late kilometers, decent speed kind of guy that you can put on the front and pull. He's not a good lead out man, but he'll, if he can hang in there, get you late on. He's getting a little bit better in that role. So really, I'm down to just the 2 instead of 3 domestiques, but Ermino is still ultimately a domestique who can kind of dual role. Now, the next series here, I've got, and I looked through, this is very much hills, guys. It's a very short prologue, so I'm not too worried about that. This is hills, while this is definitely more sprinters, mix of prologue and time trial, and that stage 3, that's more mountain. That is very, very close to being classified mountain than hills. So these 2 overlap, so it's going to determine kind of who I select based on their profile. So Kuss, more mountains than hills, meaning I'm going to want him on the second race. Evenepoel, mountains over hills, second race. Logan Owen, hills. Ooms, hills, and then can serve as a sprinter on that other stage. Mater, mountains. Narvaez, hills. Cantor, sprinter. That's the second one, right? Okay, Iking, better on mountains, domestique style. McNulty. Banaszek's going to be sprinter, but he has terrible mountains. He might go to the other race and be sprinter there. both kind of iffy. Okay, definitely hills for Barta. And Ermino, because he's never going to get over those higher peaks. There you go, that's it for that. Now we're looking good. So there's your sprinters. And Cassart left out. Alright, now the other thing that I really need to start managing, and I hadn't done anything up till now, and I'm finding it more and more important, as the objectives are all tied together, I think. Yeah, they're all tied to one rider or another. And they're all about the same time. They were within a week of each other. We need to start looking to the middle one, as we're already into that window for these guys. By the way, interesting selection of riders as leaders. I don't see how Ooms is a leader. He's one of the weaker riders on the team. So is Logan Owen. Sepp Kuss is definitely one of our leaders. Evenepoel, one of our leaders. But, okay, game, have it your way. Now we're looking at different dates here. But I definitely need to start looking more into the preparation side. So back into the planner. You'll see why here in just a second. So here's Sepp Kuss. Look at that. We've got some fatigue coming. So we've got tiredness hitting. I've got to deal with that right away. Otherwise we are screwed. And these +1s, they're garbage. Really? Trading should be +3 or break. +3 or break. +3 or break. So we're going to put in a break here. And you can see it lowers his profile a little bit. But bam! Fatigue gone, just like that. Now we'll go back up to 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and put a break here. 3. So really, if you manage it properly, you can keep their fitness levels high throughout the season. And you can keep the fatigue away as long as you manage it. So what I'm going to do for all of my riders, instead of dealing with the full calendar, we're only going to go through May for now. I'm going to briefly look through each one and fix their training profile. Training profile to avoid fitness, but get their avoid fatigue, but get their fitness peaks at or fitness levels as high as I can manage to get them throughout this stretch. Now, this is not taking into account all these races here later on, so that is certainly a factor. And see already we were about to hit some heavy fatigue. Simple as that. Keep that fitness level as high as you can get it, putting those breaks in where you need it. Now, I'm going to have to revisit this late March, because these races aren't even scheduled, so they're not being taken into account right now. Like, if Evenepoel is at the Tour de Normandie, he's not going to have a break this week at all, which means I'm probably going to have to put his break a week sooner. So it's useful to plan ahead, but injuries always happen, change schedules, alter things, or they race harder than was expected, end up with more fatigue coming out of a race. And so it's something you have to manage pretty regularly. But look at how poorly the AI has done here. Shoot. I don't like giving him 2 weeks off. That's not good. But he is really poor in his training regime. He's just picking up fatigue like it's nothing. Low recovery, maybe? See, the reason why we need 2 weeks of breaks? Calendar. He's involved in some heavy racing. Alright, well anyway, I'm going to continue this off camera, and I'll see you at the beginning of the next race. Still 88 kilometers left in this race, but we're about to hit a climb that might shake things up. We will speed through some of the later stages here as we push towards the end. It is supposed to be a sprint, but you can see at an 85, we're actually struggling with the climb here. Let's get a better look at that climb. Pace not there, but even at the 85, you can see my guys are struggling to get up this hill, but it's pretty short, but pretty steep. The last time through, I think, could really hurt the field. The next time shouldn't be much of a problem. The time after that, though, I can definitely see it having an impact. Being near the front, though, should be good for us. Let's go ahead and get back up to the helicopter view, and we're going to speed things up to ×8 as we push along towards the end. So with 80 kilometers left, I'm going to need to get water one more time. I have brought mostly sprinters. I've brought my top 4 sprinters all to this race in the hopes that we can get that top 10. Now, there are 5 World Tour teams at this race, which was a bit unexpected. I figured 1 or 2 may show up. We're about to hit that climb again. We'll go at ×2 this time through it. We're also at 61K to go, so as soon as we get to the top of the peak, I will send Cassart back. Well, maybe not Cassart this time. He is a bit tired already, so I might send somebody else instead to go get some water, which Ermino would be the next candidate. Cassart struggling a little bit. We're already to the top though, so Ermino, go ahead and drop back, get some water, and then we'll speed things up again. Ooh, splits in the field, but it's all back together. It's all good. Ermino, are you up there with that water yet? No, you have not reached the front of the field, but now you have. Job done. Okay, we've got water till the end. 58K to go. We're going to set this to an 89 now. The pace is definitely there in the field as we go over that little punchy climb. That little one, it did some damage. Both on down to 90. Cassart actually out the back. Go ahead and set him to auto. Bring it back up to the rest of the field. Everybody else in the front where they belong. 6 riders in the break. They are down to 1.5 minutes. Sorry, my voice might be a bit off today. Probably is. Oh, Cassart has remade contact. Oh, come on. It just reset to him. Trying to set everyone to a 90, and meanwhile, Cassart sucked in here. Ermino also in trouble. He was protecting Brian. Let's see if I can get Ooms on Brian protection now. Ooms, that 4th sprinter. This will leave us one more time to go over the top. And I definitely expect, we just went over the top, I expect there to be a break. A split, there you go, down to 95. Everyone holding on pretty well. But Brian's tired, and Veas is tired. Cantor, Spadajek are hanging on. You can see a lot of negative. Ooh, hello. Wow, look at that split. Comes back together though. There are a lot of what was I saying? Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. It's got my mind a little bit off keel here. We have 1 minute to the break. The break is all split up though. It looks like they may regain contact with that lead rider though, the 3 chasers. They are pretty close. Narvaez. Wow, Narvaez is about to be done here. A lot of negative race day conditions, but that is not for just my team. That should be throughout the field because it is super cold, just 10 degrees on the day. So very, very cold day, leading to a lot of that negative race day condition. It is not just fatigue. It is not just lack of fitness. Narvaez, as you can see, is done. Let's go ahead and bring it back. Well, no, we don't need to bring it back down right now. Narvaez, we'll set you to auto. Brian, you're being protected by Ooms. And really, that shouldn't be the case, should it? Try to stay in there, because it's Brian who I think is struggling more. I'll rather let Brian slip back and keep so I at least have 2 lead out guys for Banashek and Cantor. Has to protect Brian now. Fine with that. Kind of just hanging on. Banashek and Cantor. Cantor's looking the strongest and is the strongest sprinter. So Banashek, go ahead and protect Cantor. Just try to hang on for now. Single rider left off the front, just 30 seconds ahead. We will bring this back together here soon. Brian, Brian, can you protect at all? 52 riders. I love that the group has gotten small and that I still have sprinters available. Remember, we need a top 10 here, and it is time to focus in here. So, Brian giving some protection to He might make it over the top. Oh, what just happened? 7 riders. Ian Stannard, Simon Clark, these are the favorites too. Kalmajan, Franchini, Suderlin, they're going for it, and I don't have the strength. I mean, this is all about survival for me. But those guys are going to get away, and then all of a sudden I'm fighting for 8th place. But I don't have the strength to go with them. It looks like Leternier is also trying to go. I don't think he'll catch him. Visho's here. Castroviejo. This is worrying. We can't attack this climb. I mean, we're barely surviving here. Oh, there you go. Reel back in for now. They're attacking again, though. Smaller this time, just 5 riders trying to go off the front. Once we get over the top, we can maybe do something here, but Cantor now alone, and you can see he's struggling. He's struggling. He could certainly win a sprint. It's down to 2 riders off the front. That's okay. I don't mind fighting for 3rd. Okay, Cantor, relax a little bit and try to recover here. Okay, pause for just a second, because Banashek have gone over the top, but they are well off the back. So we ride with Cantor. 13K to go. There's still one more little punchy climb. 2 riders have gone off the front. A minute ahead, it's Simon Clark and Antomarchi. I don't know who Antomarchi is, but Simon Clark is absolutely one of the 2 favorites on the day. So it looks like he could win this thing from the break. There they are, though.
The riders are entering the last,
and we're closing them down pretty quick, so maybe, just maybe, Cantor looks like he'll hang on. He'll have enough energy, but that last little punchy climb could do the damage. It's 19 riders chasing 2. Cantor, not much energy left. Come on, buddy. Don't you get dropped here. Top 10 is the objective. It's only 20 seconds to those 2, so we still have a chance. And Cantor is certainly the sprinter who could contest this well if he has the energy. If he has the energy. Let's use the gel right now. Come on, don't get dropped here. Don't get dropped. It's a short climb, but it's punchy. Don't get dropped. Oh, he got dropped. He got dropped. That's 11 riders off the front. It's 11 riders off the front. He's not going to make it. 3K to go. He can't attack. He has no strength to attack. He is going to miss that top 10. Dang you, Cantor. 1.7K to go.
Congratulations! He showed determination. To
Sprint,
add
sprint,
to his
sprint.
prize
Come on.
list.
Ah, he's got nothing. Simon Clark does take the win. Barguil takes second. Visho fourth. Mate was in third there. Suderlin. Castro Viejo takes ninth. Ian Stannard 10th. He was the other favorite. Cantor gets 16th. So we missed the target, but it's only a partial negative as he does get the top 25 when the target was top 10. So he gets that next tier below, so it's going to hurt, but it won't hurt as bad. Disappointing that we could not get him over the top. For a sprint stage, it certainly didn't end up being down to the sprinters at all. Our one sprinter got dropped just before that last little punchy climb. That was it. He almost made it. If he had one rider left in support, he would have. Apparently I needed to try to protect Narvaez instead.
Best moments of the day.
Clark all alone. No? Same time for those top 12. If we were there in a sprint, I mean, Clark, maybe not easy, but we could have beaten anybody else in that sprint. Visho would have been tough, but we couldn't even beat the group we were with, as he had nothing left in the tank. So we're going to see a little drop here. See, here's where the mark is now. Yeah, that does come down a bit. So it's a little bit lower than it was. We have another one the very next day. This one, top 5. Top 5 objective. This one, again, seen as a sprint stage, but looking less like a sprint with these climbs. Cantor's here again. Logan Owen should have a better time over the top. Christophe Laporte, the favorite. Buani among the favorites. I don't think Buani's going to get over the top very well. And race day condition, -1 for everyone again, meaning we've got that same weather. It's going to be very cold, and that's going to bring down everyone. 51K to go. There's a breakaway group of 8 riders, and they are beginning to attack the first of the climbs, the shortest one initially. Back in the peloton, pace has really picked up. We're at ×2 speed, by the way. And my 84 is no longer enough, but you can see damage starting to get done. I am trying to protect some sprinters, but I'm also this time trying to protect Logan Owen, who can try to help out those sprinters as time goes on. So that gets us up and over the first of the climbs, but the second one now is going to continue on with that damage, and my 86 is still not enough. Let's try 87. I'm trying to keep these guys at it near the front. 87 just enough. Ermino, Brian, both getting pretty tired here. Brian's condition is quite low. Okay, we gotta slow down here. We're about to go over the top. Brian, Ermino. Oh, there we go. Things are slowing up. About to hit the top. Okay, that's over the second. Brian and Ermino will get dropped very, very shortly here. And they are protecting, let's see, Banachek and Cantor. So we're going to have to move Ooms into protection of one of them and then make a decision on what to do from there. The biggest of the climbs is about to come. They're not crazy steep. Oh gosh, there's a punchy one right at the finish as well. I need Logan Owen until the end. So I'm going to keep him protected here. Brian, Ermino, they're hanging in there. But let's go ahead and take a more appropriate view to not get myself beaten easily here. So keep an eye on these guys. Cantors, okay, 87 not enough this time. 88. 88's better, except for Banijek. Nope, now 89. 6 riders left, and they're less than a minute ahead. Okay, Ermino and Brian are done. Banijek is struggling. Let's go 90, and then set these two to auto. Banijek, Ooms. Okay, so Ooms needs to protect. Vashek's still there. So you're going to protect... And we'll leave Banijek alone. Ouch. Vashek, Owen's still up there at the front. Cantor hanging on. Banijek going backwards, even though it's not even blinking red. Owen's alone now.
The pace is so high that a few riders are going to be very sore at the end of the day.
We're past the steepest section. It's starting to level out a little bit. Banijek.
There's a breakaway in the leading group.
It's hanging on. Peloton's down to 70 riders, by the way. We're down to just 2 left off the front. Just about to make it over the top. Banijek back into the group. If there's a split, he's screwed, but I think they're going to hang on here. Alright, so we're down to 4 guys. Banijek needs to protect Logan Owen. We're still trying to get... That really doesn't look right, but okay. Just in case, let's do this. Yeah, okay. Colors don't match, or my eyes are deceiving me. Down to that single rider, he's only 28 seconds away, so they will definitely get caught. There he is. Reichta? Yeah, Reichta. Alright, so Ooms hanging in there. Cantor hanging in there. Owen's looking good. Banijek's not going to last, but he's at least back up here. It'll give me a little bit of protection. There's still 2 short, very punchy climbs after this. I don't think Banijek's going to last. Banijek, yeah, there you go. Banijek just about to fade. He's hanging on for now, though. Making it easy on Owen. Halfway up this climb. And now he's done.
There's nobody out in front, so with less than 20 kilometers to go, it's beginning to look as though it's going to end in a mass sprint.
Ooms starting to fade. Ooms is fading. There's 3 riders off the front. Oh, Laporte. Oh, of course. He's got a lead out man. Turgis. Do I need to change my focus to Logan Owen? I know Logan Owen can make it to the end. And he's got good acceleration. He's got okay sprint speed. Down to 21 riders. But if he can lead out... I want you to follow. I want Cantor to follow Owen. So that way, if he hangs in there, that's great. And then Owen can lead out Cantor. If he doesn't, then Cantor goes on. Because I know Cantor can make it to the end from here. I'd rather have... I know Owen can make it to the end. But I'm not sure Cantor can. Comes another attack.
Whoa, that's one attack that's going to leave
Oh gosh, these guys made it last time. Comes the chase.
Watch out, a team leader is falling behind.
Berhane. Pulling Laporte. Those 3 riders are still there. Split in the 21. Here we go. Here's the first one. And they're caught. There's Laporte. Not 93, but let's make sure we don't get dropped here. Owen pulling over the top. Good. Good. He's in a good position. Now it's down to 19 riders. Cantor's still hanging in there, but only just 8K to go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Acceleration, acceleration.
And they keep on attacking. Anyone that's low on gas definitely won't be
We need a
able
top
to
5
keep
here today. This is going to be really tough. Cantor hanging in.
up. 5 kilometers to the finish line.
Cantor's hanging in there. He is hanging in there. Okay. There's one more punchy climb. Ooh, Cantor, Cantor, come on. 3K to go. Use Cantor's gel now. Go, Logan Owen. Move up, move up, move up. Here it is. It's very short. It's very short. 1.9K. Oh, we are in a good position. Come on, pull Cantor down. Pull Cantor down. Sprint, Owen, sprint, sprint, Cantor. Oh yeah, we got a top 3. We got a top 3. Christophe Laporte, of course, is going to take it, but we got 2nd and 3rd. Not only is that a success, but that's a podium, so that's a better than success. 2nd and 3rd. Well done, guys. Well done. Logan Owen especially, but Cantor this time with the support, right? This was more severe than the last group of climbs that we had in that previous classic the day before. But with support, thanks to Owen, Cantor survives, and Cantor's sprint, well, he didn't have enough left to beat Christophe Laporte. I mean, it's Laporte. That's a great rider right there. Pascalon is a great rider. He only took 4th. Big names right behind us, but we get above all of them other than Laporte. And I will absolutely take that. That is a job very, very well done. Not a victory, but in the eyes of the sponsor, that one is very big. Very, very big indeed. I mean, Brian was supposed to be another sprinter. He finished 125th. Banashek, 58th. Ooms, that next best one, 36th.
Now for the race highlights.
Achievement unlocked, 3 objectives. Okay. But there we are. Second and 3rd. Alright, so after those 2 days, we'll see. Let's go ahead and proceed one day. See. Oh, we can't. There's another race same day. So we won't be able to proceed now. Let's go ahead and check the results. See the rankings. See how we are doing as a team. It's amazing that as a Continental team in our very first season, that somehow we're at the top of the Continental standings right now. When you get to Super Prestige, though, not quite there, but we are still looking pretty dang good. 456 points by the beginning of March. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Now, I know we're a little bit shorter than where I would normally be for an episode, but I am really not feeling too good. So I'm going to have to go ahead and call it here. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe. And tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.